Blxst went from being like LA's best kept secret to being one of the biggest artists in the country.
Yeah.
You guys just hit #1 on two formats at radio. Like,
right.
Kind of take me back to the beginning though. How did you get involved with Blxst? Because like I said, he's been around for, like, people act like he's like a new artist, but he's really not.
Yeah, he's been around for a minute. I mean, me, honestly, I didn't know Blxst until 2017 because I was in college. So I went to University of Washington, so I moved to Seattle and I'm going to grad school.
Is that the Huskies?
Yep. And then I played football there, and then I ended up going to grad school in Southern Illinois. So I went to Illinois after that. So I was gone for 6 years.
A lot of school. What were you going to school for?
So I got a bachelor's in journalism and advertising, then I got a bachelor's in psychology, and then I went to grad school for PR and media development. So yeah, a combination of all that.
So you're just the one-stop shop. If I need a shrink and a PR guy.
Exactly. But yeah, it's pretty much I was doing consultations with independent artists on teaching them how to monetize content and teaching them digital distribution platforms and how to do it at what time to do it, how to pretty much beat the algorithm as an independent artist. So I was charging for that. Then I added on the studio services to that. And so eventually I met Blxst and Jason Cash on the same day. Actually,
shout out to both of them.
Yeah, shout out to both of them. So they both pulled up to the studio with the actor that played Tupac, Demetrius Shipp.
Yep, D-Ship. Shout out D-Ship.
Yep. So Shipp, he plays the piano as well. So it was pretty much all just coming up to use the studio to start making music. So I got introduced to both of those two at the same time. And then really I took a liking to both their music, to be honest with you. But Blxst was the one actually consistently renting the studio off from me. And so Blxst is pretty much a man of little words. So one day I just knocked on the door. It was like, bro, you rented the studio from me 5 times. And they said, shit, what are you doing in here?
Right.
So he playing me music. He played me Savage first. And I was without Bino, though. That's before I even knew Bino. So played me that, played me a couple other songs, played me some videos. So I started asking questions who produced it? He's like, me.
Every answer was me.
Every answer was me, from production, graphic design, post-production on the video, merchandise, whole vision. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, but why are you in this gray space? What is it that you actually missing? And then so we just started having conversation, and I was just like, well, this is what I do. This is what I went to school for. I'll do it for free for you just to see if you like what it is that I'm actually trying to teach. And then if it worked, let's just keep applying it. So I just started off doing marketing campaigns, rollouts, hand-to-hand stuff with consumers. Ended up taking over the merchandise, and then we just kept working, helping on videos, helping doing creative. And then one day we went to the studio. He just you should be my manager, just randomly. And then from
was this prior to the first 6 tape?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
So it's all prior to the first 6 tape. This is probably 6 months before that. So yeah, so I was working with him for a whole year and some change before I even became his manager. So yeah, just the dedication and the day-to-day grind. We was together every day. We were just starting to be together every day, and then we was doing a lot of having a lot of business conversations. And then yes, his musical talent and then added with my natural business acumen, and then the shit I went to school for and studying all that type of stuff came together, and it was like baking soda and vinegar.